So I was called anti-BLK. There's a narrative going around on this app that I'm anti-BLK. I have kids who are mixed. I'm Native American. And I don't have a problem with BLK people. I have a problem with pretendians.
Oh Lord, look what I came across. Now, you all know I haven't posted anything since 2026 started. But here come the usual suspects, giving me a reason to speak up again, so let's get into it.
Carolina, that's who's talking this crap. She's on toxic TikTok trends, and underneath there, she's saying that I'm just a bum. She don't know me. Of course, she don't know me. But I never seen this girl ever speak a lick of freaking Apache, and she claims to be Lipan Apache, and all I ever hear her speaking is Spanish.
Let's nip this one in the bud once and for all, because I already know this is going to piss a lot of you off. I don't even understand why some of you make these arguments when none of you speak your so-called languages fluently. I've personally seen many of you asking for resources on where to learn an indigenous language. Then, shortly after, those same people hop on the app reciting poorly learned phrases. If you don't speak the language fluently, then you don't speak the language, you only know phrases. Stop using that as a comeback. You're not proving anything, you're just embarrassing yourselves.
Has anybody else seen her speak Apache? I haven't. And then she's always so far up OHS.
And I want to make this very clear. Once again, Micah B is a white woman. Many of you don't realize how long I've been around. Micah, I've seen your face. I know for a fact that you are a white woman, and a racist one at that. Let's not forget when you said black people should have gone back to Africa after slavery. The audacity of a white woman, whose European ancestors assaulted Native Americans, telling black people where they should have gone is absolutely wild.
But she's always on his panel up there talking for the BLK community, representing them, yet she claims to be indigenous. You're not fighting for our people, you're fighting for a whole different community you're not even a part of. Exactly, proud goner. But here I am, me and my fugly broke self, still here. I know, and she got the nerve to sit there and be pushing this on me. I think that's the reason, that's probably the reason why she's pushing the anti-BLK thing. Especially on somebody like me. She's not even native, that's all. Laugh out loud, she said I'm anti-black, laugh out loud. She said that about me.
We've already been over this, you are very anti-black. I pointed this out a while back when you were on that live saying you didn't want unity with the black community. What I find especially interesting is that the same people who say things like this have no problem linking up with white people. Everyone in your life is anti-black. And then, on top of that, you start with the breeding comments.
Census Bureau collects data on race and ethnicity using broader categories, allowing individuals to select multiple options. The term Afro-Indigenous refers to people with both African and Indigenous lineage. So those are the facts. Those are the figures. And if you don't believe me, you can go research it yourself. So when the Latino and Hispanic community try to blame and point a finger at natives and Mexicans for breeding with Black Americans, that's freaking, they should be pointing the finger back at themselves. No, and I know there's like a whole group of people that run that toxic TikTok trends. They're trying to blame it on one person. They're switching the narrative all the time, talking about it's a native person, it's a Mexican person, it's a BLK person, when really it's like a whole group of people. Right? I don't know. She's giving like very insecure though. It's like if you don't get on their side with them, they're not going to give you no praise. They're not going to like, I don't know. And they'll tear you down the moment that you just don't go along with their narrative. And then a trill. Let's not get into a trill here because he came through my live session yesterday I asked him to come up to my live session. Let's have a conversation, because for some reason he likes to follow my page too. He knows I don't like him. I'm not with the narrative that he pushed about me and Treaty 6 being anti-BLK. I'm not with that, and I'm not okay with the fact that he tries to push disenrollment of actual federally recognized nations, treaty holding nations. I'm not with that. So he didn't want to come up on my live session, but I'll tell you what, he sure did report my live session for bullying, because apparently I was bullying him.
I was honestly going to leave this one in the vault. But since she decided to hop online running her mouth, I'll go ahead and bring it back up.
Just gonna spew the N-word now? Fucking Reds, nigga. Fuck
That's
you.
right. I support that. Yes.
This was just a week or two ago, Treaty 6 saying the N-word again, while everyone in your life cheered him on. But somehow, you all still claim you're not anti-black. Sure.
We can't have anything. Why don't you go cry somewhere then? You can't have nothing. You want to have your feelings hurt because we also make it look good. And you're mad about it. But too bad. You wish you were. Like we said, the edges didn't come from your guys' people. Music is universal, so it didn't come from your people. I don't care how many Native Americans that dislike RAP want to sit there and try to push the narrative that you guys created the rap and hip hop and that's your guys' culture. It ain't your guys' culture.
This part actually made me laugh, because it once again exposes how anti-black so many of you are. If black people didn't create rap and hip hop, then who did? Why is it acceptable for others to cosplay and play around in black culture, but black people are told they can't engage with yours? Why do so many of you feel so comfortable policing black people? We're just starting to scratch the surface. So for anyone on this app pretending to be deeply indigenous and claiming to care about the Native struggle, if you truly cared about Native Americans, you would not be befriending these people, having children with them, or marrying them. Why would you willingly align yourselves with the direct descendants of those who came to the Americas to displace indigenous people, and who continue to benefit from that displacement today? That contradiction alone says everything. So many of you are incredibly disingenuous.